Hey guys, and welcome back to the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. We've finally done it, baby. We're down to the wire. It is the last two teams left in this. It's Relics versus Renovatio. Renovatio coming from the lower bracket. They have to win 2 series to take it all. Will they be able to defend this champion, Babel?
Defend this championship? I think they can. But we have to see. This is going to be an exciting series.
Yeah.
Because both of these teams, they go way back. And I'll tell you a bit of their history. First of all, back in the good old days when Renovatio was still on Relics, that was like 2015. That was about a year ago, actually.
Okay.
In the first ever Road to BlizzCon last year, Renovatio was known as Bibinka.
Okay.
Same exact lineup. And they are the only team that took 1 game off Relics.
Oh.
Relics was very dominating back then. They were clean. Everyone just 2-0, 2-0 all the way in the regionals. But in the local scene, they were not clean. They were in the lower brackets and they had a very huge fight against some of the members of Resurgence now. But then Relics won 2015 championship against back then Bibinka. They were second place. And it has been cemented that in SEA, it's all SG and Philippines. This is the 2 strongest regions in SEA. And then spring happened. Relics was, they had a lot of roster issues, last minute changes a week before the tournament. And they finally played. They unfortunately lost. So Renovatio finally took a win.
Okay.
Today is, I think, the pinnacle of both teams.
Yep.
Renovatio had a bit of a roster change, but I think this roster is a lot stronger than the one that they had. They just swapped the member Misery Pro to the second team, I think the Resistance or something like that. And now, Relics is looking very promising as well.
Yep.
So this is the 3rd time. It's like, when you play Scissors, Paper, Stone, the 3rd match, the ace match.
Okay.
This is the match that will go down in history.
Okay.
So this is the matchup.
Okay.
That's going to look really exciting for me.
I think so too. I think Relics has come in really strong. We've seen Renovatio have some hiccups here, but today they've just been powering through the lower bracket after beating out Resurgence.
Yep.
And as you mentioned, you given the history, only Babel can know this, guys. But it's gonna be interesting. It's really gonna be interesting. I believe actually we are a bit late to the party. The draft is already done.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. So let's take a look at the draft here.
Let's talk about it a little bit because I think both of us we're here to make things laughable. not so much on the smart aspect. But anyway.
I see something I like already.
Chen, Morales. Yeah.
The Morales and the Chen.
Okay, so let me just spit through these very quickly from what I know. And you would just add in along the way, alright? So first pick is Renovatio. Relics, they picked Dragonshy. They used to be very good in Dragonshy, and then the team just broke apart because Dragonshy is a battleground that you don't fight as a team. You have a lot of split fights. You have a lot of rotation, but a lot of split fights, 2v2, 3v3, small skirmishes. But then we have Renovatio going for Ragguard. They banned out ATC first. Thrall getting banned out. That's a targeted ban against Renovatio. They just decided we're going Dragonshire and we don't want to deal with a Thrall. Renovatio pick up the Ragguard, opens up Muradin Greymane for Relics. They snatch Greymane away. It normally would be a Muradin Sonya. Okay, or Muradin Falstad or Sonya Falstad, but they snatch away the Greymane specifically because they can play Greymane and they don't want Renovatio to play Greymane. Renovatio's winner and Greymane is just too high. So Renovatio follows up with a Tychus Sonya. Now Tychus is targeted against Muradin, and I think he just peels away Muradin's HP a lot. I think he can go for the sizzling attack. I think there's a lot of extra percentage damage. I only know what it's called. I don't know what it does. Apparently, I'm not very relevant anymore. Okay, and then you see a follow-up ban on Falstad, which is a good ban on Relic's part because simply you don't want to give map mobility over to Renovatio. Then you see a Testa second ban. That's a huge priority second ban now. Remember, Renovatio got 5-man mosh pit against the ETC. That explains the first ban. That explains no ban ETC.
Yeah, no ban ETC. Just not going to give it to Relics at all.
Yeah. And then a Testa second ban specifically because Relics also run that. And at that point in time, it has been decided that because there's no Testa, they will have to run the standard Morales lineup that they were so effective against Renovatio. They pick up the Lunar left under Morales. And Renovatio follows up with Li Ming Chen. That's a warrior. Chen is the interesting pick here.
Yes.
And only because it's barrel roll to push Morales out of range.
Correct.
Deny that heal. Absolutely deny that heal. Li Ming, on the other hand, is just going to have a good synergy with Tychus in terms of the amount of damage. One's going to of like a right-click damage. Li Ming's like the ability damage. So that's a standard mage. And then the final pick, Zagara. Zagara wins Dragonshire lanes very well. And
I think overall Zagara just wins most lanes very well.
Wins all lanes, but specifically Dragonshire because it's a rotation-centric battleground.
Correct.
And also the fact that she gives vision and crypt humor. It's kind of like mid-size, not big, not small, just right. And the funny thing about Zagara is because they ban out Thrall, Zagara becomes viable.
Yep,
and no Greymane as well. Two of Zagara's biggest bane include Greymane and Thrall in the mid game. But Zagara here, free to do what she wants.
Yep. I think she's going to be able to push down and control those things, as you mentioned, really easily. And Renovatio is going to have a hard time dealing with that, especially when you said it is going to be a rotation-centric map like Dragonshy, where you're trying to get those shrines, the Sun and Moon Shrine all the time. It is going to be a bit tough for them, but I do agree with you. I think Chen was specifically picked up to try and either push Lieutenant Morales away or towards them so that they can take down the Morales pretty easily. So it is really interesting for me. The moment I saw the Morales pick up and I saw the Chen as well, I think that is what we both would have sort of agreed on there. But the game is about to start. It is going to be Relics on the left, blue team. Renovatio is going to be on the red side. Again, Bibel, we're down to this wire.
Yeah.
The long rivalry that these two teams that you have mentioned that has had. Final predictions here. Who do you think is ultimately going to take
2-0. They've done it. They can do it again.
I think so too. We saw them do it in the group stages where they were not shockingly, where they surprisingly took 2 games off Renovatio in really convincing fashion as well. You know, so I definitely expect them to do it again. We have Relics on the blue team. Bun Bun is going to be playing his signature tank role on the Muradin. Zes-N is going to be on the Zagara. Mur going to be playing his Lieutenant Morales. Trinity going to be on his, I guess, well, not staple, but he always plays the Lunara when it's picked up. Zaze is going to be on the Greymane. It does look like the red side though.
We have Renovatio from the Philippines, defending champions from the Spring Championship. They want to go overseas again. And Jampilai now will be your son of VYY on that Liming. His Koa will be that Taika Stronger on the Rhaegar. Last but not least, Chen being played by Hahar.
As we do see a couple of rotations, actually the blue side, Relics going up to the top. I think they were able to take down the tower. Yeah, they were in fact able to take down the tower.
Standard signature Relics. Since the good old days, they like to push one tower down immediately as long as the games just start. This is very signature, very standard of them.
Yep, and with the Zagara as well, look at that. The ammo is all out. They will be able to take down 2 towers and possibly even the gate, and that's going to leave it open to the fort. So it's doing a really good job. Ooh, Arcane Orb there coming in. Lots of damage onto Zes-N as he takes it up. But again, Lieutenant Morales is there. What's the matter? You're going to be able to heal him up. And look at Trinity poking away. You can drink all you want, Har. We're just going to poke you down with our DOTs.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter because not even his resource. It's like Mur's resource. It's his mana.
It's his problem.
Nothing more than that. Alright, on this side though, Bun Bun in a little bit of trouble. Don't want to die here. That's going to lose a bit of EXP. And he is going to be able to draw toss just nicely out of reach there. Bun Bun decides to Hearthstone back. At the bottom side of this battleground, we have the Moon Shrine getting picked up here by Rhaegar. Stronger in a very good spot. Zace rotates out and backwards. So far, it seems like the strategy is working out. They will be able to maintain lane control over one lane with Zagara, Lunara both there. It's not going to be easy to pick them off. Meanwhile, on this side, Renovatio, though, I don't think they know exactly what they want to do.
Yep, it does look like they are just trying to take down these towers. The ammo is out as well. So they are going to return fire, doing the exact same thing that the blue team did. They are going to push down this bottom lane. Bun Bun is there though. We do see a rotation now. Trinity coming in from the side. The DOT damage starting to stack up here. Jumpy Line could be in some trouble. He hooks in onto Trinity, spins around. Tries to do as much damage as he can, but he's not going to survive this. Bun Bun goes in with the Dwarf Toss, but it's not even needed there. And he gets taken down.
Very nicely done there by Relics. Good rotations in general. And on the top lane again, Zes-N now left to do his own thing. We'll be doing a lot of lane push. An instant Dragonite availability here, but the red team's already in the vicinity. Stronger is going to go in for a bite. Zes-N swings by, spawns a Hunter Killer that's going to chase down the Yaskoa. Stronger takes a bit of a beating, and Zace is doing a lot of work. The Arcane up nearly connecting. Would not have killed the Greymane, but that would have been a very low HP.
And just as they got control of the middle lane, they were just about to take the Dragonite. Fortunately for them, Har at the top lane will be able to take control of the Sunshine, and that's going to prevent the Relics team from getting Dragonite. Now Zes-N does look like he wants to get there to take control of the Sunshine yet again. But now the red side, they are back in the middle lane. They do have control of it. Jumpy Lion at the bottom, going heads up against Trinity as well. Here comes VYY to give the support. So just as they get control of both shrines, they lose it again. So again, really good job by Renovatio rotating around, keeping the control of the game so far, keeping the flow pretty balanced between these two teams.
Yeah, I realized that both Resurgence and Relics like to bring... oh, hold that thought, Zagar just died. Like to bring Renovatio to Dragonshire, but both with very different strategies now. Could be because Renovatio they have played before and they are not good on this battleground, but it looks very convincing from the game of Resurgence that they know exactly what they're doing. Here it looks very even, they're not getting any lead at all.
A bottom lane though, we do see Hiskoa coming in. Mur taking a lot of damage. He's gonna have to back off. And Trinity, he's gonna be healed right back up. The red side trying to get control of both the Sun and Moonshines. But bottom lane, they will have to back off slightly as Jumpy Lion taking a bit too much DOT damage, and it's just the two of them. His Goa could easily go down here. He will be able to tap on the Moonwell, and he will be fine. But it was really close call for him. They will be able to control the bottom lane just with both Trinity and Myrrh. So doing a really good job now, forcing them back. VYY though coming out with the magic missiles again, but not going to connect. Middle lane though, we do see a rotation. Stronger going in for a bite onto ZesN, who does take quite a bit of damage. He is not going to fall as he gets to the safety of the wall. Grenade, not going to connect there.
Oh man. Find a hole,
yeah,
hit nothing.
The grenade shout there might have scared off, some of the patrons here at Alienware Arena.
Was it loud? Was that okay? Is the volume okay? Okay. I trust my producer.
Okay.
Keep my volume in check. That's not my job. Don't put me on the leash. Okay, Bun ZesN now giving chase. They're actually the strongest baiting this one now. He scored also in the vicinity. Ha was tanking it out. Jumpy Line in the vicinity. Also, ZesN will take the fall. Bun, no dwarf toss now, having to walk back. The grenade does connect, but not enough for a kill. Meanwhile, in the bottom area, you can see Myrrh and Ziz getting a little bit greedy now, going for the Siege Giants of the red side.
Yeah, but I think the greed is fine for them right now because the red team is nowhere near in sight. Li Ming still at the bottom, skirmishing away with that Lunara, so they should be fine. The Siege Camp, again, is going to be picked up by them, and that's going to help them in the push a little bit. Actually, no, the creep minions going in the back lines, going to be able to take out the tower. VYY will be there to deal with it, of course, but that's going to open up the towers at the bottom, the outer towers, to be taken out by Trinity here as he pokes away at it with his DOT damage. Look at the stacks on that thing.
Yeah, it's going to just easily dwindle down. Top lane though, we have Hahar just drinking his woos away, and we also got ZesN just rotating around a little bit. Mid lane area, his score gonna be fine as well. This is where Dragonshire is not as exciting. It's a very staggered, small little skirmishes like you saw just now.
Yeah, as you mentioned, lots of small fights, 1v1, 2v2 fights happening all over the place. As you see another rotation, Jumpy Lion coming in, trying to get maybe a jump onto Trinity. Trinity could be in some trouble here. The slow by Rhaegar going to be used as well, but will not be enough as Myrrh is able to heal her up, mind you, wrecked up to full HP. Myrrh will take an Arcane up to the face though, but the Moonwell will just be enough to keep her topped off. And they do look like they are going to get control of both the Sun and Moonshine just for the meantime. By the top lane, it is still very much in control of Team Relics. So 6 minutes in, still no Dragon Knight for either team. Both teams doing a really good job so far.
Just to point out, Chen did die on top there. It was a good rotation from both Greymin and Myrrh. With the help of Zagara, it's a pretty easy kill on the top lane, so credit to Relics for that one. Both sides now hitting just level 10, and the Heroics looks pretty okay. It's gonna be Steam Drone.
Yeah.
No man effect for this game.
Yeah, Steam Drone going to be picked up. I don't know if I agree with that. Yes, they do have a couple of AAs, as you mentioned, in Muradin and Lunara, as well as Greymane. But I think the Medivac is pretty good on this map because it allows you the rotations for the Sun and Moonshine pretty easily. That allows you to get that Dragon Knight. Unfortunately for his Goa now, he could be in some trouble. Rhaegar's Chain Heal not going to be able to keep him alive as he gets taken out with a quick, swift rotation by the blue side. So, what do you think about the Steam Drone being picked up here instead of, the Medivac?
I think it might just work. I think it might just work because that's going to probably go on the Greymane. Greymane's going to go into a lot of work against a single squishy target, and Ancestral Healing. Remember, that's a bit of a wind-up for that. So, man, it's going to be hard to hit for the Ancestral Healing on that part.
Yep, rest of the Heroics as well, pretty standard, I think.
Oh,
no, Odin actually being picked up by Tychus instead of the Laser Drill.
Yeah, I thought Laser Drill would have been slightly better, but I think Odin kind of, allows him to do a little bit increased range. And don't think it increases his HP in it. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So that's a little bit tricky, but at least you have Tychus a little bit safer in the back line. I kind of prefer the laser a lot more because that would allow you a bit of a fight area.
Correct.
Actually, advantage of the area.
You're able to kite around the laser drill and whatnot. And it also gives an extra body damage while you yourself are pushing out damage instead of the Odin. But I think it's still okay as well. Disintegrate by Li Ming. He does seem like she's going for a standard teleport build. Bottom lane, Har going up against Trinity. Again, just a lot of poke coming out from him. She should be fine too. Now the looks like the middle lane is trying to be pushed down by the Relics team. They are one level ahead. They are going to get their level 13 first.
So in general, just great rotations coming up from Relics. A lot of mid lane pressure going out. Hahar now drinking again on a Chen. Nice flying kick though, but that Kek just not the best. Yeah, I think the main idea was to get behind and to push.
Correct, yeah.
But no, it wasn't possible.
Sometimes you have to wonder what he's drinking his woes away for. What does a Panda really need to drink for? But at the top lane, we do see Jumpy Lion having a bit of a skirmish between Zays there, but Myrrh is going to be fine and healing him up too. So the red side, they still want to finish off this siege camp. Oh, Jumpy Lion could be in some trouble himself. Ancestral Healing going to be able to pop him right back up, but the Maw going to connect on 2. But they do pick off Greyman in the backlines. Jumpy Lion dropping low as well. But Rega is there to pop him right back up. Bun Bun, Avatar going to be popped up here. Har needs to make a break for it, but no. In fact, it is going to be Bun Bun that dies first. Jumpy Lion now dropping low, but will be kept alive by that Rega. ZSN going to fall as well. They just can't seem to close out this heroes. Trinity bringing them really low, but ultimately he pays for it with his life as well. They bring them all low, but they're just unable to finish them off.
That was really well played by Renovatio. They know that they have to go in, and they went in strong, stronger on the support.
Yep.
Did a lot of work. That game. I think that fight there, Jumpy Lion would have been in a lot of trouble. And we have a replay. We're going to pull that one out.
We're going to pull that one out as we do see the blue team going into it. We do see, as you can see here, they went in for the fight. Jumpy Lion was just really ballsy. He went straight deep in. The Rega Ancestral Healing was able to get off before he got mauled away. That's going to keep him alive. They were able to take down Zaze. VYY coming in the background. He's going to get those resets. Those disintegrates were coming out. Jumpy Lion again being kept alive there. Bun Bun with the Avatar not going to be enough as finally she falls, and the rest of them was just, as you call it, history. ZSN getting taken down by Har. Jumpy Lion able to get away. VYY as well dropping so low there, but the teleport out and he will be fine. Har going in, finishing off Trinity, and that's a 4-man team kill for Team Renovatio, and that's going to pull them ahead right now in terms of EXP.
Yeah, very nicely done. 10 minutes up in this game, and still very even. Not a very convincing game. It seems like Relics somehow may have just got figured out by Renovatio. We'll have to see. So all the forts are still standing. And yet another phase here for the Dragon Knight Shrines to spawn. And looking like they're actually going to switch sides though. Alright, so Mer's going to get the one at the bottom, and Sunshrine will go to it Renovatio.
Yep. As you can see here, Renovatio, it just feels like right now they want it more. They are being a little bit more aggressive. They're taking their chances a little bit better. And again, you know, Relics is unable to close it out. They will be able to take down this bottom fort. That's going to help them out a little bit in terms of the map control. They do take quite a bit of damage from the Arcane Orb there, but the Trinity will be able to poke away at that Li Ming too. Zagara now coming into the middle. They want to get full map control here as they try to take down all these outer forts. It does look like they will be able to do so, but top lane they will lose it to the red set. However, it does look like they are making a rotation towards this middle right now.
Yep, and a bit of ambush from the back line. Chen jumping against Mer. They want that target. Morales, a little bit of trouble, does not have the medivac for run away. Steam Drone not used yet. Mer dropping. Steam Drone was not used at all, and in the meantime Morales already gone, but the damage has been done, and Zagar does go down as well. Tychus is gone. There goes Rhaegar. Jumpy Lion taking a bit of a beating there. Disintegrate will finish up the kill. Sonya goes down. Greymin also gone. VYY trades up, but there we have Relics coming out on top of this fight. Trinity stays fairly unharmed and will be chasing after a really drunk Panda.
I have to say, Lieutenant Morales, though he died there and did not use his steam drone, he did a really good job in trying to evade it as long as he can, drawing it out. He knew he was dead. He knew he wasn't going to survive that, but he just had to draw it out a little bit and draw their attention towards him. You could see all the skills being directed in his favor. We do have a replay, so we'll be able to see what happened there. As you can see here, Chen went in just as Morales was going to run into the Sonya. They went full ham onto him. You can see the Chen trying to focus down, disintegrate all their skills coming on him, and this left leeway for Trinity to just poke away. Look at his score as well. He's not setting his sights onto the Trinity. They would fully focus down on Mer, and because of that, the Maw came at the right time as well, catching actually no one there, but still, Trinity was able to finish them off. No damage, no attention set on Trinity, and he just swept up.
Yeah, very nicely done there by Lunara. So much damage coming out from Trinity, the player that's playing Lunara here. Now top fort still standing, but it will not be for long. The Dragon Knight going in favor for Relics. They just get themselves a little bit of a lead here, and will be able to take out this fort. On the side here for Renovatio, man, level 16, they at least have even talent here, but they need to figure something out. Yeah, right now Relics, they do look like they are in control of this map right now. We saw them come back in that clash here. Now they are threatening for keep, but I don't think they're going to be able to get it. They're just going to try to take down a couple of these structure units and the towers. We do get to see the Chen going in. This time around, they set their sights on Trinity, but that's when you go wrong as well. Mer comes in with the healing, and he's going to be just fine. Bun now going in stronger. Is going to go down. Rhaegar, you lose Rhaegar, you lose Chen. What are you going to do now? You're just going to be able to back off. Jumpy Lion moving in the backlines. The Archer's going to finish off these towers. It doesn't look like Relics want to commit to this just yet. Mer is healing up Bun. They want to keep this up. They want to wait for the Odin to finish off.
before they actually go in and trying to threaten for this keep. But down 2, this is not looking too good for Renovatio. Relics does look like they are going to try and push in, and I think they should be able to get the keep here.
So frustrating. You cannot take out the Morales, you cannot take out the target. The Morales is healing. This is why Relics is just able to get away with a lot of things here. BYY throws out the arcane up, does not connect. Respawning in just under 5 seconds, the whole Renovatio team will be looking at a very empty mid lane.
Yep, the keep is going down. The lane is going to be constantly pushed up here. Team Relics, they know exactly what they're doing again. You know, as you mentioned earlier on, this is so frustrating for the Renovatio team. You go in onto the Lieutenant Morales, you leave Trinity to and the Lunara open to just DPS you down. You go for the Lunara, Lieutenant Morales is just going to keep him alive. And now we see another clash about to happen. Zay's going in deep. Maw going to connect onto that Sonya. But in the background, down goes the Tychus. And this is trouble. Rega going to get taken down as well. Bun Bun going in. No Stombo just yet. There you go. It's going to connect onto Li Ming. Pushing him back a bit. But the Chen with the keg. Jumpy Lion, however, won't be so lucky as he gets taken down too. Relics now in full control. Dominant performance so far. A little bit shaky in the mid game as they lost that one clash, but I think they will be able to end this game right here now.
Very, very nice. You look at that synergy, there was one direction, just like the band. No hesitation at all. They just went directly for those targets called out, and it seems like the core is going to drop here. There's nothing those two members could do, and Relics will take game number 1.
Yeah, we are 1 game away from securing our champion, guys. Relics look so on point. Their drafting is just, well, I won't say on point as well, but they've had interesting drafts, and they're just doing it so well. They're doing it time and time again. We saw this exact same draft in the previous round. We do have a replay available, so let's take a look at what happened in that last fight. Here we can see they went in for it. Greymane just jumping so far deep. He tries to go for the kill. Instantly, his Goa gets taken down. The Ancestral Healing not going to be able to pop him right back up, and because of that, Stronggle falls as well. Jumpy Lion, CC'd by that Zagara Maw, will not be able to take down Zaze even with the Lieutenant Morales. Here came the VYY, but it was just a bit too late as 3 heroes went down. They continue pushing on, and they just finished off the game. So Relics, again, what a commanding performance. Again, seemed a bit shaky during the mid game with that one clash that lost out, but I think that was just maybe, you know, just a bad initiation. But for them, this is just looking crazy for them, Relics, man. This team.
This is actually looking really good for Relics. It seems like they were able to get their act together, and also the fact that although they did lose Mur very early on in the mid lane fight, they were unfazed by it. Like, you know, they know that he's doing nothing anyway, so just let him die. That's fine. Yeah,
look at the damage as well. The stats on Lunara. You know, that's what you're gonna do. What you're gonna do about that? When you want to go for Lunara, Lieutenant Morales is just gonna heal him right back up. When you go for Morales, Lunara is just gonna bring you right down.
Yeah, very, very nice game actually, being played by Relics. On the side for Renovatio, though, I think they may have actually misfigured the churn out. It was a pretty good idea to go for Morales, and I think it worked out a bit. But in the damage department, that was slightly lacking. Could be due to micro coming up from Trinity, and a lot of actually, if you look at Greymane's damage, it's very precise kills on that one. He's actually got even kills with Trinity, which means that it's like one shot, one kill kind of a performance from Zaze. Not to forget. So yeah,
Relics again looking really strong. Now they are 1 game away from securing the slot at DreamHack Winter. This is exciting times for Relics. Summer. DreamHack Summer. So it's exciting times for Relics. I believe Bun Bun as well. I was talking to him earlier as I was catching up with him. He's really excited about it. This is his first major tournament that he's played in. And now coming so far, he's proud of it. And hopefully we will be able to see more from Team Relics, but we have game number 2 coming up soon. I think we're going to go for a really short break, guys. Okay, fine, long break as you guys like it so much. But we are going to go for a break nonetheless. We will be right back, and we have more HOTS action coming your way, so make sure you guys stay tuned. They are able to take down the Tiro though. Bun Bun dropping really low. Mer trying to keep him alive, but no, Bun Bun will not be able to escape there as well. A nice 3-hero kill for Renovatio, as it does look like they are pulling ahead slightly. They will get the second tribute as well, but Relics is doing a good job in terms of maintaining